How y'all doing? You're listening to an episode of Thorn in Your Side. And I'm your host, C. Thorn. This is the podcast where I talk about information and opinions, both popular and unpopular, related to random topics, both serious and non-serious. And feel free to listen because it needs to be said. Also, you already pressed the play button. So stay right there, pay close attention, and prepare to be entertained and informed. So, how's everyone holding up? Staying hydrated? Seriously, everyone, please make sure you're drinking lots of liquids because this heat is not playing around. Anyway, I'm surprised that gangsta gacha well didn't come back yet. You all heard him last time when he said he was going to bring backup, right? Since he has yet to return, I can only assume that this was his way of running away from a losing battle. Let's be serious, people. Lolis are dangerous. They attract too much attention, and if you have an unhealthy interest or obsession with characters who look like little kids, then it's obvious that you're just a fancy... The realest, trillest, OG member of the Ghetto Gacha Whale Unit. Oceanside. Are you crazy or something? You can't be busting in my house like that while bringing all this water. How come my security cameras didn't detect you? Don't know! Don't care! It's time for you to get dealt with for disrespecting my delicious Lolis last time. Oh, really? You said you was bringing backup, but I don't see anyone. What's the matter? Did your homeboy or homegirl get scared? Of course not, homie. Just give me a few seconds. What are you doing? Seriously, you're creeping me out more than usual. You better not be trying to mark your... Whoa, what the heck? You just threw up on my floor! You better clean up this mess right now, or I'll get my baseball bat and... Wait, is that a person? Maybe! Prepare for trouble, human! And make it double! Oh no. Why does that person look familiar? Please tell me it's not who I think it is.
I'm back. Pardon my appearance and smell, but did you miss me?
Of course I didn't. You're that creepy fanboy for TLC. And no, not the girl group. You and that gangsta whale know each other?
Of course we do. We became friends a few months ago because he likes trashy mobile games and I like trashy reality shows, which are almost the same thing. And now the two of us will prove to you why trashy entertainment is the best. Isn't that right, Mr. Whale?
Of course, buddy! I haven't been this excited since dumping my entire paycheck on a summer character yesterday for a mobile game. It was a cute little girl wearing nothing but a small... Alright, quiet. I'll allow both of you to stay here for a while, but only because this should be an interesting discussion about lolis. So we'll just dive in. Now, to everyone out there, which includes both humans and non-humans, I don't mean to be a thorn in your side. But like I said last time, society needs to stop sexualizing kids and lolis. All it does is encourage creepy intentions and normalize pedophilia. Just so we're all on the same page, a loli is a
We
character.
already know what a loli is, human! Why are you repeating yourself? Let's get this conversation started so we can start talking about little girls!
Mr. Whale, I'm repeating myself just in case our listeners don't know what lolis are. It's possible they didn't listen to the previous episode. Anyway, a loli is a character who looks like a little kid, but is actually much older than they look. They could be hundreds and possibly thousands of years old, but you would never know that unless you asked them. Now, I've already expressed how much I don't like lolis and how they usually get sexualized. So let's open the floor to the TLC fanboy over here. And once again, not the girl group. I'm almost afraid to ask, but what are your thoughts on lolis?
I don't like them as much as my whale friend does, but lolis are completely fine with me. As a massive fan of 90 Day Fiancé, seeing young people fall in love is the best thing ever. So if someone wants to fall in love with a loli, then that's fine with me. Love is love.
That was uncomfortable to hear, but I'm glad you brought up 90 Day Fiancé. Let's be serious, everyone. Shows like 90 Day Fiancé do a good job giving attention to pedophiles and weirdos. And it's truly unfortunate.
Whoa, stop that! Everyone on that show is at least in their 20s, so there's no pedophiles on there. You're so awful and mean. You don't know what you're talking about, so stop it!
I don't know what I'm talking about. Are you serious right now? Excuse me. Regardless of how much of a fanboy you are of that show, it's impossible to discuss pedophilia and not mention shows like 90 Day Fiancé. Thankfully, there are no kids on that show, but even you have to admit that the age gaps of some of those couples are ridiculous. You have people on that show trying to marry someone half their age, if not less than half their age.
Well, that may be true, but it's still love. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Age ain't nothing but a number.
Well, once again, age is a word, and the number that represents your age is important. I won't say their names because I'm nice, but there was a guy on that show trying to hook up with a girl who was 30 years younger than him, and he just happens to be a former pastor. There's an old woman on that show who's 31 years older than her husband. And the age gap is very obvious just by looking at them.
So, not everyone has to date anyone who's the same age as them. So if they love each other, then that's all that matters. If there are other reasons, then who cares? It's good television.
That's the problem. You have television shows that are trying to normalize pedophilia, and that's not good. 90 Day Fiancé does that often, as well as most shows on TLC. And one more time, not the girl group.
Oh, come on. Stop that. The age gaps in the couples aren't that bad. Just a low double digits. Nothing too cringy, right?
That's cute. I won't say her name, but you must have forgotten about the 67-year-old woman on that show who was trying to marry a guy that was 43 years.
67 and 43? That's a big age gap, but it's not that big. I bet she was in love with him the whole time. So it's not a bad thing.
Excuse me.
I wouldn't mind
Hold
dating
on.
someone like...
Not done yet. Somehow, my microphone got cut off mid-sentence. But I was saying that a 67-year-old woman was trying to marry a guy that was 43 years younger than her.
What? That's 43 years apart. You have to be kidding.
Nope, I am not lying. You have a 67-year-old woman trying to marry a man that's 43 years younger than her, which means he's 24 years old. I find it extremely hard to believe that they were in love with each other. So I'm hoping it was just a fake couple meant to cause cringe for the season. Either way, TLC, the channel, should not be normalizing and promoting that nonsense. It's creepy, and it makes me want to...
Stop that! I don't remember anyone that old hooking up with anyone that young. This must have happened on a 90 Day Fiancé sub-series, and all of them are awful. The only good...
What the hell of it is going on? I came back here to talk about little girls with juicy kneecaps and inner thighs. Not old people getting TV time just for being pedophiles. It's obvious that you humans are fine with pedophilia since y'all give so much attention to little kids as well as the adults that have weird feelings for them. Once again, it's obvious. If we don't start talking about lolis right now, I'm gonna get ratchet up in here. I've seen every single Tyler Perry movie and some of his TV shows. So you know I ain't playing.
Calm down, Mr. Will. Calm down. Anyway, just to repeat myself, I'm not trying to be a thorn in your side. But our society needs to stop sexualizing little kids, as well as anyone who looks young. Like I said before, since these kid characters are usually much older than they look, people seem to think it's okay to treat them like adults. That includes sexualizing them and drawing questionable fan art.
Do you know how often artists draw little kids and minors in a sexualized way? It happens almost all the time, and some people will even defend it. That's why lolis are so popular. I mean, someone can draw a picture of a sexualized tree, and there's nothing we can do about it. Then again, a tree can be attractive if it has...
Who cares about sexualizing trees? Trees don't have juicy kneecaps and inner thighs. So why would I care? You humans are too busy exploiting and trafficking kids to care about plant life. You barely hear anything about that Sound of Freedom movie that came out recently. And I bet we all know why.
Oh, I heard about that movie. It's about human trafficking, and I'll admit that it's pretty weird that we don't hear much about it. Yes, it's a touchy subject, but we can all agree that pedophilia plays a massive role when it comes to trafficking kids.
I still don't think it's a big of a deal. It's just a movie, so whatever. I would much rather watch the newest season of 90 Day Fiancé. This time, I heard there was going to be
a big deal, you jabroni. There's a lot of money in human trafficking, which is why it's still a problem to this day. No matter the age, you humans love to exploit minors. You have people who gamble hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on little girls in mobile games. So can you imagine how much money people are willing to gamble for their personal little girl in real life? Y'all better watch out for those rich people, because I bet some, if not most of them, are perverts.
Unfortunate but true, Mr. Whale. Not just mobile games, but online games in general. The main reason why I don't like lolis is because they almost always end up being sexualized. By making them sexy and desirable in games and cartoons, some people might want their own personal loli in real life that they can dress up and have fun with. This would encourage them to buy, traffic, or even kidnap little kids just to satisfy their perverted needs. Even worse is when they use a video camera to record
Don't make it
themselves
so
having...
serious. Please. Stop it. Please. You're almost scaring me with all that awful imagery. Let's talk about something else. Anything. Just something to lighten up the mood.
He's right. I'm hungry for some juicy kneecaps and some inner thighs. Are we done yet? It's a summer event, and everyone in this game I'm playing is wearing skimpy outfits and thin bikinis. Especially the little girls, since the developers know they bring in so much money. You humans are so desperate and greedy for revenue, and I love it.
Oh yeah, I'll have to play that gacha game since it reminds me of 90 Day Fiancé. Especially since the characters look so young and innocent, attracting the attention of old people. I can't wait to get that little girl to fall in love with that old guy so they can have fun.
Now if I gamble for them first, who knew exploiting minors and lolis was so satisfying? Even better, you humans love making excuses and defending it.
Excuse me. Could both of you shut your mouth? I swear, you two are so dang cringy. So I'm not surprised you're friends with each other. As much as I want to stop talking about lolis and kick both of you out my house, there is still more to discuss related to them. Unfortunately, it's getting late, and once again, I guess there won't be a final point. So, yeah. From the way things look, I might have to make a phone call. You two better watch out. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Thorn and Your Side. And I'm your host, C. Thorn. Feel free to share, subscribe, follow, tweet, post, comment, or whatever. And there'll be another incredible episode next week. And remember, be smart and stay sharp.